No, I'm supposed to do the second half of my expose on the Young Turks' indisputable show and its take on the Niani Finlayson shooting. But this one here is just too hard to resist. This is Brother Legend, and man, he's on Twitter telling us all about Niani Finlayson and why she was murdered by that cop. And it's quite extraordinary how he could get so many things wrong in such a short amount of time. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis, cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
Okay, take her away.
I just seen the LAPD body footage of Niani Finlayson's final moments, and we need to talk about this one, y'all.
Yeah, we need to talk about how the fact that it wasn't the LAPD involved, it was the LA Sheriff's Department.
Trigger warning, this video ain't about nothing that hasn't been happening for hundreds of years, but just know there's napkinry afoot.
Wait, black people have been getting shot by police officers over 911 calls for hundreds of years.
For those of you that don't know, Niani Finlayson is a 27-year-old mother who was unalived in front of her child on December 4th in Los Angeles.
No, not Los Angeles, Lancaster.
She was going through a domestic dispute with her boyfriend and called the police to come and settle the situation.
Ah, so she called the police to her, huh? Okay, remember that.
While she was waiting, she picked up a kitchen knife to defend herself and her child.
The child gave her the knife, so you got that wrong as well. But at least he's admitting that she was armed.
When members of the institution that formerly was used to catch slaves showed up at her doorstep.
No, Reno 911 is not a play. Nice try.
They wasted no time getting to the bottom of what was going on and decided that they were going to end her life.
They didn't show up and decide to end her life. Give me a break, dude.
And the wild thing to me is, in the video, you see the police officer say, "Give me a taser." He gets the taser, walks through the door, and decides, "Nah, I'ma just pow her."
The fact that he asked for the taser indicates that he had no intention of shooting her. The reason why he shot her was she had a knife and was threatening her boyfriend with it, and she was within easy stabbing distance of him. That's why he did it. He didn't simply just decide to step into the apartment and go, well, I just feel like shooting her.
Right in front of her own 9-year-old child.
It doesn't matter if her child was there. That doesn't change anything. No officer is going to say, well, this situation calls for lethal force. Oh, wait, no, there's a child watching. I better not. It doesn't work like that. We hear this crap all the time. He did it in front of the kids. Well, Niani Finlayson, she did what she did in front of her kid.
The pasty patrol pal that did this is Ty Shelton. He is the one that needs to be held accountable.
Are you kidding me? His shooting was 100% justified. No one with any experience in law enforcement disagrees with that. At least I haven't seen anybody.
I know this is something that we see far too often, but I'm telling you, this video is horrendous. Unfortunately, this country is constantly putting us in a position where we need to defend ourselves.
Wait, we're putting you in a position where you need to defend yourselves? She called them to the scene. She's the one that called the cops. The worst part about it is that if the cops had said, hey, man, no way, we're not going over there, you think that he would be happy about that? What if the cops decided, no, we're going to hang out at the donut shop, we're not going to get involved, and she ended up stabbing her boyfriend to death? How many of you out there think that he'd be okay with that? That the cops would not be criticized at all?
And demand justice against those that have been placed in our neighborhoods to be our protectors.
Well, obviously she felt that they were protectors because she called them over. It's not their fault that she decided to take the law into her own hands once they arrived. She didn't let them do their job. She assumed their responsibility by walking over within a foot or two of her boyfriend with a knife. She and her daughter could have easily just stepped outside the apartment and nothing would have happened. The police would have taken her into protective custody temporarily, and would have went in and questioned the boyfriend. But no, she had to go back into the apartment and threaten him with a knife right in front of the cops. And she even said that she was going to stab her boyfriend. Hey, I'm sorry, dude. That is a justified shooting every single day of the week.
Because despite all that performative allyship and what happened in 2020, this country has shown us over and over again that justice don't happen until we get mad about it first.
Well, go ahead and get as mad as you want. Well, what you should be doing instead of getting mad is educating kids that live in these communities that, you know what, if you're going to call 911 and the cops show up, let them handle it. Or don't call them. But whatever you do, don't pull out a weapon and threaten somebody in front of them, because that'll get you shot. So that's what you should do. Go to the public high schools, address them in the auditoriums, and tell them, whatever you do, don't do stupid things in front of cops. Bad things happen to you when you do. And quite frankly, I'm kind of wondering if Niani Finlayson didn't do this on purpose to get shot. This might have been a suicide by cop deal. I mean, why on earth would she go over to her boyfriend, announce that she's going to stab him, and hold out a knife? I mean, that's just going to your grave on a bobsled. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.